1. Creation, 6 days versus 1 moment versus 8 days. Several Quranic passages describe creation as occurring in 6 days, 7:54, 10:3, 11:7, 25:59, while others use language implying instantaneous divine command, 54:49, 50, be, and it is, and 41:9-12, when read literally somehow seems to add to 8 days. Critics note this produces an uneven chronology. Either the text uses different temporal metaphors or it contains inconsistent narrative sequences. Muslim exegetes typically resolve this by treating days as undefined epochs or by reading the instant verse as emphasizing divine power rather than temporal sequence. Others read 41.912 as 2 phases, earth then heavens, or as rhetorical. Still, the presence of these different modalities, epical days, literal hours, instantaneous decree, in adjacent passages, raises real questions about narrative coherence and about the Qur'an's claim to precise, consistent wording. 1. Compulsion in religion versus fighting until Islam dominates. The Qur'an asserts in 2:156, there is no compulsion in religion, emphasizing freedom of belief, yet later passages command fighting non-Muslims until they accept Islam or pay tribute. 9:5, 9-29. 8:39. Critics argue this is a direct tension. Can God forbid compulsion yet simultaneously command forced compliance? Classical Islamic scholarship typically resolves this via abrogation, claiming later Medinan verses override earlier Meccan verses. Others suggest context, peaceful coexistence for believers versus defensive or political circumstances. Nonetheless, the stark contrast in tone between freedom and coercion raises questions about textual consistency and the claim of flawless guidance. 1. Pharaoh, drowned versus saved verses, 2840 and 17103, state Pharaoh and his hosts were drowned, whereas 1092 says, today we shall save you in your body as a sign for later generations. Critics note this appears contradictory. Was Pharaoh killed or preserved? Traditional Islamic exegesis reconciles this by interpreting saving his body as preserving his corpse as a warning rather than saving him alive. Still, the juxtaposition of drowning and preservation in different passages creates ambiguity that literal readings cannot fully harmonize. 1. Jesus. Did he die or not? 4:157-158 asserts that Jesus was not killed or crucified, and that God raised him. Contrastingly, 3:55 and 19:33 imply he will die. I will cause you to die and raise you to myself. Critics highlight this tension. Is Jesus alive, dead, or will he die later? Muslim scholars resolve this with chronological interpretation. Jesus was taken alive and will die at his second coming. However, the Quran does not make this explicit, leaving the literal reader with apparent contradiction. 1. Number of angels at Annunciation. Mary is visited by a single angel in 19:17-19, yet 3:42-45 refers to angels in plural. Critics observe this as a narrative inconsistency. Was it one angel or many? Exegetes often suggest plural forms can be rhetorical or refer to the angels' messengers collectively, but the literal difference remains a tension in the narrative.